Well, good morning, cowboy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I like that. That is awesome.
I'm not a very good barber.
That's a nice
Crooked.
surprise.
Good old plastic bag.
That's great. Yeah, I love it.
I got to take it off though.
Why?
As good as yours.
Why?
All right. Well, I'll leave it on for a little bit if I can. That's
Good.
a bit messy. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Are we recording already?
We're recording already.
All right.
You're looking good. You're looking really healthy and happy.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be 74 years old and
I
happy
know,
and
you're
healthy.
amazing. Yeah, fantastic. So
It's fun.
it's, you know, Don, it's just such a privilege for me to be doing this book with you, and I really got to take this thing off. It's
It's cute. I loved it.
yeah, I just wanted to say that it's just such a privilege for me to be able to co-author this book with you, and you know, your wisdom has just helped me and so many people, and yeah, just inspired me. From the moment I did my first book, I'm like, hang on, there's something missing here. I need Don's work in here. So yeah, you're amazing. So cool. And at 74, my gosh. You're a legend.
Thank you so much. You're a legend. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really thankful that we were able to work together and put this book together.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hang on. I lost you there for a moment. Oh, no, you're back.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so I just started mentioning the book about a week ago, and we've just had so much amazing support and the most beautiful emails. Like, it's, oh my God, it's made me cry at times, because I just feel like people need this book so much. And yeah, like I said, it's just a privilege to be able to bring that to the world. And especially I love the ancient wisdom that you teach. And so I got a message from a guy saying, what's this book actually about? So I just wondered, like, do you want to just share a little bit about where you got all of your information from, maybe?
Well, yeah, I can do that, hopefully quickly.
Yeah. Well, you know, take as long as you want.
Yeah. But I mean, it's quite a story, but I ran away from home when I was about 16 years old, because I was a natural born vegetarian, and all of my family were meat eaters, and they thought I was an idiot, and they were always yelling and screaming at me and telling me I had to eat the dead animals that they were murdering and killing. And I couldn't stand all of the crying and the screaming of the animals, and then watching them eat their dead bodies and everything. So anyway, I couldn't take it anymore. So I finally ran away from home. I spent 17 years just traveling around the world. I jumped on trains without them knowing I was there to get to the next city, and even, you know, freight liners on the coast to get to the next landmass. I was going in libraries, museums, and ancient and arcane collections, because I'd heard about an ancient meal that was so healthy and everything at my friend's church that I only went to once. But I heard this story out of Daniel chapter 1 in the King James version of the Bible, which was this big old book. I'd never seen a book that big in my life. And anyway, we told about a meal called pulse, and how these 4 boys ate it, and they were stronger and more intelligent than all of the other king's men. And so anyway, I wanted to find that meal. So I went around. I literally went around the world for 17 years, studying and reading ancient and arcane collections. And all I could come across was the most brilliant stuff about our ancestors being healers. And the ancient healers were originally women, because women can go into nature and see things and smell things and taste things, and they knew what was healthy, and they would try it on themselves, and then the men would do it. And they wrote all of this stuff up, but it's all been taken away now. All of it has been taken out of all the collections. I was so lucky to travel the world and see these collections before it happened.
Yeah.
But the huge pharmaceutical industry didn't like people having access to that information about healing yourself and letting foods be your medicines. And so they went in and literally took it all and put it in Vatican City, which is an underground city now, and it's all in there, so no one can see it. And I'm not trying to offend anyone, but it just is what it is. And the pharmaceutical industry makes $7 to $9 trillion a year. They're the wealthiest industry on the earth. They literally pay politicians to create mandatory vaccines. They pay people to do all kinds of stuff that just, oh my gosh. And so I wanted to get this information, this wisdom back out to the people. And I just love the book that you've written and allowed me to also help and put it together. And so we were co-writers and doing all of that. But I just love the wisdom of the ancient that comes down to a simple embracing of the physics of nature around us, which our bodies are made of. And they knew, and they wrote about it anciently, there's only one disease that can exist in the human body, one. And yet if you look it up on the internet, it'll say 16,000 human diseases, or it'll say, oh my goodness, somebody's calling, it's messing up. Jeez.
It's okay.
What in the world? I
No
say.
problem.
Okay.
Over here we say
So
tilak masala, no problem.
and so anyway, they go up to 26,000 diseases now.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy. There's only one. And the ancients knew that it was a loss of the two forces of nature, and that is all through existence of everything that is physical. And our earth is physical, our bodies are physical, plants are physical, water is physical. And so anyway, they talked about it and wrote about it. Now even NASA today admits they were correct. They wrote that the cosmos, which means beautiful woman, expands and contracts over billions and billions of years. And the galaxies, which means mother's milk, that's why we live in the Milky Way, expand and contract. And that planets going around the sun expand and contract in their orbit. And now NASA admits that the ancients were right, because the ancients wrote that every 40 to 60 years, our Earth, our planet, goes around the sun in an elliptical, and that warms the Earth up. Yeah. And then 40 to 60 years later, it goes into an elliptical orbit, and that cools the Earth off. So whenever there's global warming, it's not because too many cows are farting. You wake up, people. Yeah. It's just nature. It's just the way things are. And so expansion, contraction. Our atmosphere expands and contracts. When it's expanded, it's summertime. When it contracts, it's winter. Oceans expand and contract. And our bodies work on those same forces, expansion and contraction. Your eyelids expand and contract. Your mouth expands and contracts. You take a deep breath. Yeah. Your lungs expand and contract. The heart expands and contracts. The peristaltic action of the intestines that moves food through your body and out the back door. That's expansion and contraction. And so they knew that was the only disease that could exist, is an imbalance of expansion and contraction. When expansion's overdone in the body, is called inflammation. You're inflamed. Inflammation. When it's contracted too much, it's blocked. It can, it's just like when arteries get clogged from eating too much crap, And they knew the medicines and the foods to eat to clear out the arteries and get rid of all the overcontracted, blocked stuff and bring it back into its normal expansion. And when things are overexpanded, they knew what to eat to bring it back into balance. And they knew that if you have this disease, this imbalance of expansion and contraction, there were only two causes. You're either deficient of the correct nutritions from the plants and other foods that we can have, and you're either deficient or you're toxic. And if you live in a modern developed country, you're probably deficient and toxic because people eat stupid fast foods and drink Coca-Cola and they run around, they do all this, and it's good grief. They'll go into grocery stores, it's got 500,000 items on the shelves and in cans, and oh my God, it's like, wake up.
Food. It's amazing. It's not even food.
It's not.
It's
amazing. It actually is not.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to go off so long.
It's perfect. Keep going. Yeah, this is your show. I've just put out 8 videos, so they've heard enough of me. Keep going.
You're so fun.
So yeah, deficiencies and toxicities. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And they taught the ancient 7 principles of health. And that's why I'm thankful that it's in the book that we put together and all of the other recipes and healing things. Yeah. And that's why I literally hope in my heart of hearts that people will get our book and have it in their home. I think it's one of the most precious things that they could ever have. How do you feel?
I feel the same. I just got goosebumps. I haven't actually seen a book that offers what we're offering in this book. Like you're so knowledgeable around the physical body, which isn't my thing. I've been facilitating emotional healing sessions and emotional healing retreats for the past 10 years. So for me, I've seen the magic that happens also when we tap into that chaos at the atomic level and the emotions and then the blockages in the energy from there. And I've seen, like, literally overnight, just one girl that always pops into my mind, she had carpal tunnel operations, and so she couldn't move her hands more than, like, say 10 degrees, I think it was, and that had been like that for 6 years. And we did an emotional healing session one afternoon. And the next morning, that was at like 2:00 in the afternoon. The next morning, she went to do yoga, and she said to the teacher, I can't do some moves. I can't do downward dog because I can only move my hands. And she had full range of movement in her hands just overnight. It was like, that was, oh God, you should see can you see my goosebumps?
Yeah, bless you. Bless you.
Yeah, and I've had so many experiences like that have shown me the power also in removing it's still toxicity, it's emotional toxicity that then manifests physical when we don't remove the blockages. So I haven't seen a book that encompasses body, mind, and spirit like our book does. And then, as you mentioned, I'm all about food as well, using food as medicine. And so I've loved using your healing protocols and seeing what foods you suggest for every disease or every organ. And then I gets me really, my creative mind thinking, like, what can I make out of that? And I've really loved putting together the recipes just out of the foods that you've recommended for each particular organ or disease. So some of them aren't like the most, you're not going to go to a restaurant and find them there because it might just be mashed potato with lemon and honey, whatever. But it's using food as medicine. And oh my gosh, that just feels so right to me in this day that we're in now. And God, look at the chaos in the world. Everyone needs to come back to these simple, the basics. And, it's not what it's so different what you teach to what a lot of, you know, someone said to me the other day, I can't remember who they were talking about, but that person teaches no oils, don't have oils. And I'm like, wow, that's different, because Don says if you have skin problems, then you stick like, I don't know, 1/4 of a cup of olive oil in a smoothie. And then someone else said, oh yeah, you don't touch salt. And I'm like, wow, that's so different to what Don teaches, because salt's one of the most, you know, critical things we need. And so I love that your wisdom is coming from these ancient records, and you know, you can't beat that in my eyes. I just think that's amazing.
Yeah,
So very
it
exciting.
really is. It was wisdom handed down mouth to ear to the next generation. And it was meant to stay amongst the people and pass it to the next generation. And then boom, gone.
Yeah, but you know
that's why
what,
I'm really
Don,
thrilled that we've been able to work together.
Yeah.
What's
My
that?
gosh. It means everything to be able to bring that wisdom back and give it to the people, because as I said in one of my posts, it's our birthright.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Totally.
But I just on that quickly, because you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist like you. I've been following behind the scenes of all this rubbish at the moment. And I'm really feeling really positive that that wisdom's going to come back to the people soon. I feel like this is the collapsing of that old patriarchal, and as you teach also, you know, that's what the Age of Aquarius is about, isn't it? Like washing that old Age of Pisces industrial patriarchal system away. Yeah. How exciting is that? Imagine being alive at this time on Earth when we're seeing the end of that and this new beautiful golden age coming.
Yeah, it's fabulous. An Aquarius, aqua, is liquids. And without liquids, we wouldn't even be alive or be here. Yeah. Water is number one, you know. Well, number two, air is number one.
Yeah.
Water's number two.
Yeah.
So just embrace nature and stay happy. And I think you're right. In the Age of Aquarius, it's coming back.
Yeah.
More and more people are waking up. And
oh yeah. Okay, I think okay, you're back. Sorry, Don. I think you're coming back now. I lost you for a moment there. That's Bali internet for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you just saying then? We lost that little bit.
I'm not even sure.
Sounds just like me. No, it's because you're in the moment and, you know, you're not thinking, it's just coming out. Yeah. Anyway, we love that. So, yeah, I don't want to hold you up for too long because I know you're a busy man, but I really just wanted to, have a chat to you and share with the people like about our book. And is there anything else that you'd like to express? Oh, I think you were saying about how exciting it was that, this is the time where that wisdom is going to come back. And it's just interesting that I've been working on this book for 5 years. Isn't it funny that it's right now that it finally comes into creation? There's never been a time it's more needed.
It is. It's great. It really is awesome. It really is. And it's going to happen in the Age of Aquarius. It's happening. It'll come back. And this whole horrible, dark, evil COVID-19 crap that's going around the world now, my God.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's actually causing more to wake up.
Yeah.
And realize it's a scam.
Yeah.
Scamdemic.
Absolutely. I think that's really what this is. Yeah. This is the Great Awakening, and I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. I do too. I'm very happy about it.
Yeah.
More and more waking up.
Yeah. It must just feel so good for you, because I know for 50 years you've been teaching all this stuff that's being exposed now, and people think you're crazy or you're a conspiracy, and now here it is, like truth, more truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Don.
Yep.
Your work's
It's funny. Thank you.
you
I
you
really
know, you are
appreciate
such
all
a
you
gift.
do, and
Sorry.
thank you. No, thank you. You are a gift. I'm
Thank
so
you.
thankful we met up when we did, and I
Yeah,
came to Bali and saw you, and you know, I love where you live and all that you do. It's awesome. It really is. It's
thank you.
great, and thank you so much.
Thank you. And you know, just to finish up, yeah, I just think that, you know, you are just such an absolute gift to the world, and this wisdom that you have, I haven't found a lot of that anywhere else. So, you know, it's just such, like I said, such a privilege to have got to know you, and to be able to share this experience of bringing that wisdom back to the people. So yeah, thank you from the bottom of my heart and soul. I know what you're going to say. What are you going to say? You usually turn that around somehow, don't you?
Yeah. And bless you and thank you. I love it. You know, your thoughts create your emotions create your behaviors create the results. And it's just so cool that you have always done what you've done. I've done what I've done, and then we meshed, and now we're putting it all together. I love it.
Yeah.
I hope people will go ahead and get this book, because it's gonna bless their lives.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I'll chat to you again soon.
Cool. Thank you, Lynn.
See you.
Lenny.
Big love.
See you.